Whether you've got a basic model or a fancy Belgian one, the principles are the same. At its core, a waffle maker is just a heated grids that cook batter from both sides at once. But there's more to perfect waffles than just pouring and closing. First, let's talk about types. Standard waffle makers make thinner, crispier waffles with smaller pockets. Belgian waffle makers have deeper grids, making thicker waffles with bigger pockets for holding syrup and toppings. Some machines flip. This isn't just for show. Flipping helps distribute the batter evenly and creates more consistent waffles. Temperature matters more than you might think. Most waffle makers have temperature controls, usually marked as low to high, or sometimes with actual temperatures, start in the middle range, around 350 to 375 F. Higher temps make crispier exteriors, but risk burning before the inside cooks. Lower temps cook more evenly, but might not give you that crispy outside. The indicator lights actually mean something. Most makers have two, one for power, one for temperature. Wait for that temperature light to go off before adding batter. It means your iron is properly preheated. Some fancy models beep when ready, but the light system works just fine. Here's the biggest rookie mistake: overfilling. That perfect amount is usually about 3/4 cup for a standard maker, slightly more for Belgian. The batter should cover about 2/3 of the bottom grid. It'll spread when you close the lid. Speaking of batter, don't open the lid too early. When you close that lid, wait until the steam slows down before checking. Opening too soon can tear your waffle in half. Most waffles take 3 to 5 minutes, but watch the steam rather than the clock. Cleaning tips that'll save your maker: never use metal utensils. They'll scratch the non-stick coating. A rubber spatula works great for removal. For stuck-on bits, heat it up slightly, then clean. The warmth helps release stuck batter. Pro tips that make a difference: spray your grids with oil before the first waffle of the session, but usually not needed after. Want crispy waffles? Don't stack them when they come out. The steam will make them soggy. Use a cooling rack instead. Common problem solved. If your waffles are soggy, you're either opening too soon or your temperature's too low. Uneven cooking usually means you didn't spread the batter well enough, or your maker isn't level. Burning on the outside, but raw inside? Temperature's too high. The best trick nobody talks about, most waffle makers do better with slightly thicker batter. If your batter's too runny, it'll just seep out the sides. Think thick pancake batter consistency, and always mix just until combined. Overmixed batter makes tough waffles. Maintenance is simple, but important. Season a new maker by running it through one cycle with oil. Before first use, clean after every use. But don't worry about deep cleaning unless there's visible buildup. Most importantly, store it upright to protect those grids. Remember, great waffles aren't about fancy recipes or expensive makers. They're about understanding temperature, timing, and proper batter consistency. Master these basics, and you'll be making perfect waffles every time. Just don't blame me when your family starts expecting fresh waffles every weekend.